What's up, guys, and welcome to the Hot List. I'm your host, Matt Johnson, with Keller Realty. Thank you guys for tuning in. I come to y'all Monday through Friday around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. We hang out and talk real estate. We talk properties new to the market with recent price reductions or something unique about the property that I want to share with y'all and want y'all to know. I also answer a question of the day that is submitted by a listener of the podcast. To find out how you could get your question answered on air, just stick around till the end. Finally, I recognize and thank a sponsor of the week each and every single week. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the week or curious about what it takes to become a sponsor of the week and be recognized by the Hot List, just hang out with me for a few and I will gladly get you that info. So first and foremost, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure that you like this, share this out, as well as leave me a review on your podcast player of choice. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel get some attention, and it helps get in front of more people that are looking for some type of real estate question. So the property we're talking about today is a recently listed property. The address is 3535 Whitetail Lane right here in Emporia. This is a ranch style house with 4 beds, 3 baths, and attached 2-car garage. It's got a full finished basement, 3,451 square feet of finished space, currently listed for $3,029, courtesy of Eck Real Estate. So this is, again, a ranch style house in a northwest location and very close to a lot of amenities, close to middle school, high school, elementary school, close to shopping, restaurants, gas stations, car washes, close to so many things. It also is on a cul-de-sac, which y'all know I love because I live on one of these as well. It has laundry on the main floor, wood-burning fireplace, nice deck off the back, as well as a large yard. So if you're curious, want to see the pictures for yourself, all you got to do is click on the link in the description. That's going to take you right to my website so you can see the property for yourself. And if you have any questions, shoot me a message and let me know. If you are a pre-approved buyer not currently working with an agent, I would be happy to schedule an appointment with you and show you the property and get it going for you. Before I get to the question of the day, I do want to recognize and thank our sponsor of the week this week, and that is Dynamic Disc. For those that follow disc golf, you know that this week is the Dynamic Disc Open right here in Emporia, and Dynamic Disc is going to be your hub for your gear, your apparel, anything disc golf that's needed. They've got it. You can buy it online. You can go to their retail store on Commercial Street, as well as get out and watch some of the greats play starting today. They'll wrap up round 2, round 3 tomorrow and Saturday. I will actually be on site for round 2 and 3. My son and I are extremely excited, looking forward to this, and we are definitely excited to go. So make sure you click on the link in the description. That's going to take you right to Dynamic Disc website. You can see everything they have for yourself, whether you're looking for new releases, team series, maybe you want to pick up some trilogy apparel, discs, whatever the case may be. They've got it on their website, and you can also see some of the interviews and how Emporia was ranked #1 in disc golf in small towns. So that's a great article that they've got on there as well. Definitely willing and should check that out. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the week and be featured on the Hot List, all you got to do is shoot me a message or drop me a comment on your podcast player of choice, and I would be happy to reach out to you, have a little further in-depth conversation about what it takes to become a sponsor of the week and be featured and recognized on the Hot List. All right. So this brings us to my favorite portion of the show, and that is the question of the day. The question of the day is submitted by a listener of the podcast. So each and every day, Monday through Friday, that I answer a question of the day, it is a question that's been submitted by a listener. So if you're curious about real estate or have some real estate questions, you're not sure where to start, I would be happy to be the real estate resource that you reach out to get your question answered. I'm not only going to answer that question for you, but I want to use that question for future content and future episodes just like this one, because if you have that question, others are going to have that question as well. Maybe they don't know where to start. And again, I would be happy to get that answered for you. So today's question of the day: is there a way to make spring cleaning easier? Well, the simplest answer would be either not do it or hire somebody to do it. However, for many of us, it's not an option, and it's something that we do need to do, whether it's reorganization or renting out, because spring cleaning season is upon us. It's happening right now. I'm doing it. I know others are doing it as well. And like I said, this is a great way to refresh or renew the space in your home. So whether it's your basement, your garage, maybe your kitchen, it's time to toss out stuff that you've been collecting that serves no real purpose. But then what do you do with the stuff you want to keep that has a purpose and that you use often enough to hang on to? Well, typically the answer is more storage, because there are tons of prefabricated kits available for storage out there, and this turns your home into an organizational powerhouse. Not to mention, this gives you plenty of small projects that can typically be done over a weekend for many that work Monday through Friday and have the weekend to do small to medium projects, not large projects. This could be something that you can get done in a weekend, and it obviously is going to help prepare you for the inevitable. So what we're going to talk about today are 3 types of storage kits for spring cleaning. First one is going to be built-in storage kits. You don't have to be Bob Vila to install many basic storage systems. They're designed for people like me. Hopefully I'm not aging myself with Bob Vila and this old house. If you don't know who Bob Vila is, Google him. I grew up watching him on. Some kids grew up on Saturdays or Sundays watching cartoons. I watch Bob Vila. So if you don't know who he is, Google. Now, some of these are going to be designed for specific storage needs. The most common one that people know about or that you'll see are going to be closet systems, because this creates more room and usable space in your closets, whether it's your bedroom closet, pantry, or your linen closet. There are other systems out there that are designed to be, we'll call it extra sturdy. These are going to be for more challenging spaces like your garage or a utility room. These systems have a great way to add built-in storage, even if your skill level is not Bob Vila's, if it's more like mine, which is, I don't know, basic at best, because they feature a lot of pre-cut pieces and a few fasteners that will help you anchor it to the wall, along with some instructions that you're going to need to get through this. If you're feeling a little more adventurous, you can pick up add-on parts or maybe even freestyle something that would get you some additional space or creativity under your stairs, mud rooms, or other odd spaces where storage is needed around the house. Feel free to maximize every nook that you can that you need for storage. I'm not saying go full hoarder mode. I'm just saying you get the idea, and you can build this where and as needed. Number 2 on the list, building from scratch. Maybe your skill level is a little higher, or you're a little braver and you want to take a more serious look at like your garage ceilings, wall voids, rafters, or your attic walls. I would caution before you get too far into it, speaking from experience, ensure there are no electrical or uh, plumbing or pipes running in the area that you're going to be looking at building to. If you skip this step, it could have some serious repercussions later, i.e., electrocution. Yes, I have been electrocuted quite a few times by 120, more times than I can count, 220. God, so many. Or even pipe ruptures, which was just will ruin your weekend. So, with a little care, caution, and some work, you can take formerly useless walls or ceilings and add things like bookcases, cabinets, or drawers. Now, remember, with built in, they can only be as deep as the space that you're working in, minus the thickness of the materials. So, choose your spaces accordingly. Attic walls can be a surprisingly fun option simply because they usually have deeper voids and allows you to transform them into your own storage creations. And finally, number 3 on the list, special kitchen options. As someone who has just recently renovated my kitchen, I can tell you that this is a notorious space for lacking storage as well as working space. Also, it's typically overlooked because a lot of kitchens are smaller and people don't think that they can get creative with their kitchen like they can, with their basement, with their attic, or even with their bedroom closet. If you're looking for something creative or to maximize your space, maybe you have a lot of coffee mugs or teacups. Simply installing mug hooks under an upper cabinet can permanently free up some shelf space to help maximize that. Inside, your cabinets can host a ton of shallow storage racks. These are great for holding cleaning supplies, spices, or even other smaller items. Another creative option would be adding a rail to your backsplash. This is going to enable you to hang items that tend to end up scattered all over the kitchen or difficult to find. Me personally, I would like to know or be able to find pot holders when I need them, because sometimes trying to go from the microwave to the stove with just my hands doesn't always end well for me. Now, you can do the same thing with pegboards or heavy duty sheet metal. You can attach pots, pans, utensils, as well as magnetic hooks, obviously to the metal sheets, to give you some additional storage as well as kind of a custom look in your kitchen. So those are going to be the three common types of storage kits for spring cleaning. Obviously, this is just to get you started. This is not an end all or exhaustive list. Once you start, share your ideas, share your successes. I would love to see them. So shoot them to me on the podcast player that you're listening to. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're at. Let me see them. I would love to see what you're doing and how you're using your creativity. So until tomorrow, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I'm your host, Matt Johnson with Keller Williams Realty. And I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.